Hi guys, Mr. McElroy here. Today we're going to be going over how to set up your new iPad and configure your school email. So on the Hello page, the first thing you're going to want to do to get started is swipe up. You'll then be prompted to choose a language. So we're going to choose English here. Next, you'll be asked to select a country or region. So we're going to choose United States. For me, it's at the top here, but if you don't see it here, you may have to scroll through the alphabetized countries here and select it from there. Once selected, you'll be brought to a quick start menu. We're going to set up manually, which is the only option for us, so we'll click that. Next, you'll be prompted to log into a Wi-Fi network. At school, we're always going to use St. Xavier Secure, so we're going to click that. Once that loads up, you'll be prompted for a username. The format for that is going to be your last name, so mine's McElroy, followed by the first initial of your first name, so mine's D for David, and then the last two digits of your graduation year. So the class of 2024, for example, would use 24. For the password, you're going to do a capital S, lowercase tx, followed by your unique freshman ID number. So mine's 09123. For the purposes of this video, you'll use your unique number, which is on the stickers you just received if you haven't memorized it already. After that, we'll choose join. And we'll be prompted to accept a certificate, a ClearPass certificate. This is ours, so we can go ahead and click Trust. We'll wait for that to load. It'll take you to the next screen. Sometimes it doesn't auto advance, so you may have to choose Next in the upper right-hand corner after joining the Wi-Fi. We'll give that a couple minutes. The next screen you'll be brought to is the remote management screen. This first one is just giving you information about remote management, so we can choose Next. And then we're going to go ahead and log in here with the same credentials we used for the Wi-Fi. So again, it's your last name, so McElroy, followed by the first initial of your first name, so D for David, and then the last two digits of your graduation year, so 24 for the class of 2024. For the password again, you'll do a capital S, lowercase t, lowercase x, followed by your unique freshman ID number. So mine's 09123, you will enter your own. Then choose Next. After that, it's going to install the St. Xavier High School configuration, so give that a couple seconds.
When prompted, choose a passcode for your iPad.
The next screen you'll be brought to is your Apple ID screen.
At the Apple ID screen, enter the StXTigers.com Apple ID that you created over the summer. Instructions were in an email from Ms. Sample. Continue moving through setup until you reach the home screen. When prompted for location services, make sure you turn that on. You want to turn location services on.
Now that you're in the iPad, you're going to want to set up your student email. So in the dock down here, you'll choose the mail icon and then select Google. Your StXTigers is a Google account. We'll say continue to sign into Google. Your email address takes the following format. So it's going to be your last name, so mine's McElroy, the first initial of your first name, so D for David, and then the last two digits of your graduation year. So mine is 24. And then at StXTigers.com. And then you can scroll down and choose Next. And the default password for this account, unless you change it, is capital S, lowercase tx, and then again your freshman ID number. So mine's 09123. You'll use your own, and then choose Next. And your email will prompt you to sync the following. So we're going to want to sync mail, contacts, calendars, and then we'll also turn on notes. And then we'll choose save. After that, your email should start to pull in. You may have to refresh.
Once your email is set up, go back to Settings, tap on General and About, and change the name of your iPad to be the first part of your StXTigers email. So that would be your last name, first initial, and class year. Take a second to go to settings, your name, up where it says Apple ID and iCloud, and then tap on Find My, and make sure that Find My iPad is turned on. It's essential that you turn this on in case you lose your iPad. This can help us get it back faster. So make sure that Find My iPad is turned on and that Share My Location is also turned on. At this time, we've completed the basic setup of your iPad. It is your responsibility to keep your iPad in a case to avoid breakage and to use it according to the responsible use policy in the student handbook. This is an educational device and you should use it as such. If you have any questions about what is okay and what is not okay, you'll receive instruction on that over the first few weeks of school. As a general rule, though, if you wouldn't want your mom looking over your shoulder and seeing what you're doing, it's probably not okay. For iPad related help or questions, you can email me or call me. My email and phone number up on the screen there. That's a direct line to my office. You can also come find me. My office is located right outside the Innovation Lab on the first floor. And just ask anybody to point you towards the Innovation Lab. And myself or another member of the StXTigers IT team will be happy to help you out. We're glad to have you. Welcome to StXTigers.